Well, first of all, what I want to really do is make sure you see Alicia's video today because it's amazing. The other stuff I can share later. Hello, Olesya. How are you?
Hi Alex, I'm fine and I'm so excited to be today with you.
Well, and vice versa. I've heard so much about you from Ricky and Lilo and all of that. And so we've caught up. Now, just to give everybody the short notes, you are no longer in the Ukraine, you're in Canada, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we immigrated in 2019 just before the pandemic started.
And how did that happen? You were in Canada and fell in love or what?
Yeah, actually, and again, thanks to quilting, I was visiting my brother in 2017. First, we didn't see each other for 10 something years. Uh, And the same year, I was lucky because Quilt Canada was in Toronto. And of course, um, early morning, I'm there, like standing, opening doors, and I saw quilts, people, quilts, again, quilts,
And
and
more
people,
quilts.
and so amazing people. So, yeah. And of course, then I left the Quilt Canada. I looked around. I love the country, and again, people and quilting, and one more quilting after that because I met incredible people with their, and I visited after their show. I visited their shops, and I was invited to as a teacher, and I had workshops. And when I went back to Ukraine, I talked with my husband and I said, we're immigrating.
Surprise.
Surprise, yeah. So we did all bureaucracy work and paperwork was terribly hard for me. Uh, but to be honest, to live through terrible situation in my native country, Ukraine, with war and other stuff, with all bureaucracy of immigration process, this quilt behind me helped me to live through that because um, I closed my studio, I sold my shop, and I was just sitting in a locked room, and I understood I need a new shiny goal.
Mhm.
So I decided that every single day I will make one block just to clear my mind.
Well, here's a
Um,
full, I'm gonna show a full shot of it, okay? Look
thank
at this,
you.
people. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the rules were what that you made for yourself with this quilt?
uh, not to miss any day. So every day, no matter what, I need to create a block. And I clearly understood that I have my life.
Mhm.
Also, I have a family. I have a dog to walk twice a day. I have daughter to do all activities, and I have husband to do other stuff. So I decided to have tiny size, and the
Mhm.
tiniest was like 9 by 9 centimeters. It's 3.5 by 3.5 inches. And if you'd like me to stop talking, you can yes, you can ask me to to make exchange from inches to centimeters and vice
Oh,
versa.
forget it. Forget
That
it.
will make me like a robot. So I will keep silence for several seconds. So you will have anyone to
You
talk.
think I'm going to be able to translate it? Heck no. But here's the thing that everybody you need to know is that she did a book on this, and I want to take a look at a couple of the pages. All right, so people can
Sure.
see. So look at that. Tell us about this.
And to be honest, when I started, I didn't have any plans about where it will lead me. I had no idea, but I was focused to make it, to make this way up to the end. So I started with just pictures from the internet. I was browsing Pinterest. I was like
Right.
using. I was quite far from like for understanding, even to name correctly their um, the form I'm using. You know what I mean? So people think that it's like a crazy blog, but for me, it was like, okay, I have my favorite fabrics left from my workshops with dolls,
Mhm.
and it's a treasure. I don't want to cut it. Like, it should be a whole piece. You know what I
No, no,
mean?
no,
That
no, no.
we all dragons inside. So, and we like our precious. So, yes,
So,
some of fabrics are really precious.
and
Uh,
they're all different. I mean, this is your winter set, right?
right.
I'm looking.
So, and I don't think that I have any repeated blocks in this quilt, because the goal was to show different fabrics with different designs, and actually, the true involvement, my true voice, I found, I guess, in the middle of during this year challenge,
Hmm.
when I understood that I need more life. You know what I mean? I I don't know. Maybe like Lewis Carroll said with by Cheshire Cat.
Hmm.
Words, like we all crazy here. So I needed someone to see. So I I wanted to express that it's not just a block. It's a piece of art.
It's a piece of art.
It's a piece of a character I have inside me. So I started with their fun art blocks.
Well, listen, I want to go down to the book because
Yeah, sure,
I
absolutely.
just think it is absolutely spectacular. And I want to go through some of, like, okay, let's try to tilt it so the light catches it right. Yeah. So that one we just looked at, but look at these. And you said they're about, or say about 3 inches, right?
Right, it's like 9 by 9 centimeters. It's 3.5 by 3.5 inches.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I've got to, okay, I am a cat lover. Oh, look at the
Me too.
Halloween. Okay, so this just got to me. Feline friends. Look at these, you
Oh,
guys. They're just adorable. And how many are in this book?
I guess it's like 60 something design.
Wow. Okay, now I want to talk about the instructions in it because we've just gone through a whole thing on foundation paper piecing online. And I see here, I directed people that there's usually numbers. Okay. Well, you went at it a different way. And I want to talk about that. Here's the other thing, you guys. Olisa's going to be on the show in March. We're taping.
Fingers
So we'll get
crossed. Fingers crossed.
way more detailed instructions there. But like, for instance, Happy Penguin, I don't see any numbers. Why did you not do numbers here? And then I will go find the page and show what you did.
Okay, so the idea, I didn't have any special classes with the foundation paper piecing, so I taught myself how to do this, and I always was frightened to death and thrilled to do something in this particular technique. But then I understood that it could be piecing
Mm-hmm.
and paper piecing, and it's like it was mixing. And what I did, um, for better control, especially with tiny pieces, I just cut it pieces and put them together.
Okay, so let me
It's
let me go find.
very easy to adopt these blocks with no steps, because with no numbers, because under every single designs you see this like the steps of how to put the design together, so you can use those numbers as a paper piecing direction.
Love it.
It's very easy,
Well,
and
something
you can
else.
start from any corner you like, actually.
Okay, and so one other thing you said that I thought was really good too is that when preparing for this, because we chatted for a while, then also this could be used to put colors on and to see fabric placement and stuff like that, right?
Absolutely. So and if you don't want to challenge yourself, like, and it's really normal way just to enlarge the design, and then you can just color the template to colors you really like. So you can number fabrics.
Let me get you back. I want to get you on full screen here. Okay, gotcha. There you go.
So when you enlarge any template from the book, I usually use like a transfer paper, and then I put numbers on it,
Okay.
and then it's easy to control the direction of the design when it's ready made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you had no formal training on foundation paper piecing.
Nope.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I got to add myself to the right now. There we go. Seasick. I love that. Now I have to ask, are you going to do another book with more of the and with more of it in it?
I hope so, because in my head I still have about maybe 200 designs.
Now tell us about tell us,
Trust me, I sleep.
do you sleep? Yeah, but they're
Yes, I do.
little. They're little.
A little. My husband controls that.
Okay. So I want to take a look at this real quick, but I want to get into kind of a philosophical question for you. So this book is Sewing Cozy Craft Projects, and they're just let's
Yeah.
find they're so cute,
Thank you
right?
so much.
And so if you need like a little present for somebody, it's right here. Oh, I got to tell you, I saw when I first opened this book, I saw your little guy here and then with his little dot on his nose, how to make him special.
That's the
So,
thing. That's what, like, challenge gave me. You know, courage makes unmixable.
yes, yes, yes.
So paint, knitting, beads, buttons, anything, and can you imagine a tiny dot
So,
like gives life?
Elisa, this is kind of an awkward question. You came from a country that is um, in upheaval right now, and then throw in moving, okay? How did you discipline yourself to find the time to do that every day? Where did that discipline come from? I would find 10,000 other things to do.
Uh, oh, it's when you start. I think that most of us knows that we can't stop ourselves until we finish.
Well, some of
So
us.
yeah, it's like for me, why I couldn't stop, because I truly understood that I want to share. I want to share and to encourage people to show their inside world. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Like, you have so many instruments around you, and fabric and threads, and your uniqueness, you can show it with fabric mix.
You can show your insides to the world.
Yeah, yes.
I just think Lilo just said, "Oh, Alex, you're just gonna love her. She's just gonna love her." Yeah, I think I kind of love you, and I can't wait to. Okay, so everybody out there right now, from our lips to God's ears, that you can get here at the end of March when we're taping, right?
Yes, yes. That,
We're gonna
that
win.
should work.
We're gonna win. So we could go on and on with this, but I want to cover a lot of this on in the show, the actual how to, because I know there's ways to make those blocks different sizes, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely. So during the show, I hope that we will have time for everything.
Oh, we will.
So I will show how to enlarge, how to adapt your, if you like, to foundational paper piecing, or just like make a paperless piecing thing
Mhm.
and control every single piece of fabric you have in your hand. So to have a perfect angles, to have a perfect, like connections, because with paper sometimes it could be challenged, but
Mhm.
if you enlarge, easily.
No big deal. Do you want to know how lucky I
Absolutely.
am? I am so lucky because I get to meet people like you.
Oh my.
You know, it just transcends, right? It just transcends. So
I'm so excited and I'm
I
so
don't you
grateful
love
too.
her, everybody? Oh my God. So, okay, I am going to say goodbye. Thank you. Don't hang up though. I'm going to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit finish and I'm coming back to you. Okay. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys. This is
sure.
one of the perks, man. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, fingers crossed for March. Oh, there you are, Olesya. You're just adorable. You make me happy. You made me laugh when we're interviewing, and you made me laugh when I watched it, and you're making me smile now. I think you're going to make it, Elise. I think you're going to make it. I'm not that worried about it. So, aloha. And I will see you in a couple of weeks, probably when I get back on the Monday I get back. I will just do a big catch up. Okay. And then I don't know what we're going to do because we got to kill some time till mid-March when we have our extravaganza quilting, International Quilting Day. We're coming up with really great prizes, super duper wonderful things, contests, challenges, and all of that. Oh, I started sewing down the borders of the quilt, of the beige quilt, and it is coming together. And I'm going to tell you something right now. It's been a long time since I've sat at my machine and really had to think about things and about how do you really cut a straight strip? How do you do all this stuff? So I intend to teach this class kind of like how Sally Collins used to teach, and that is you don't leave one rock unturned. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at some show and tell. There's some really great stuff. Okay, starting off with the Olympics. Um, Jeannie sent me these pictures, and I spoke about it in part one, and now we're in part two. These are knitted, you guys. These are knitted. And this is something that these people, the Olympians, will have forever. I think this is beyond lovely. So thank you so much, Jeannie, for sending me that because I would not have found that on my best day. Okay, then I'm not sure if I showed this stuff on Wednesday, but Susan Skeel sent this to me, and she got Joanne's whimsical stitching book and made this particular little patch out of it. And she was all down on, not down, all up with Joanne Sharp after getting the book and listening to her, etc. Then Carol, okay, here we go, guys. Carol. First of all, happy Valentine's Day. I so appreciate how you have put this together, this heart, because it's all the same quilt. Now, Carol did this all in felt. So this is this is Color My World, last year's BOM. This is amazing. And so the question she put forward was, should she add a border? I don't think it's necessary, which is the upper left. I would like you all to just chime in. There's a 7-second delay here, but I think it's fine as is. What do you guys think? Please tell me. I mean, this is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. It gets me all excited for Hawaii because I'm going to do a lot of wool stitching. Okay, what do you guys say? Does she need a border, upper left? I'm tapping my fingers, my foot. Okay, Noella, no. Individual houses would be stunning, yes. It's beautiful. Is it an actual quilt? Yeah, Susan, it is. Well, not the heart. The upper left part of the heart is an actual quilt, and that was based on our last year's Color My World by Wendy Williams. It needs to be other than her. Yeah, I think this is good, you guys. You're there. You're there, Carol. Adding a border isn't going to do it's not going to do anything to the equation. Now, my girlfriend was making a Color My World the way the pattern really is, and it needed more. And the difference was and I wish I had a picture here. In the original pattern, there's 2 black circles, and it was just kind of like if she needed that, but to a border to help hold that together. But if you look at Carol's, those black bands are not there. And in fact, I think it's all that beautiful little floral applique in lieu of. Okay, you got your answer, Carol. Then let's see. Oh, that's the quilt. Okay, I haven't stitched on yet here. That's what we're going to be working on next. But I have the top stitched down, and it's so cute. Okay, Lori, remember we looked at her stuff a while back, and she had pieced the blue silk, and it took my socks off. And I like what she's done here, and I wish I had taught the class this way. She just embroidered all the circles, and now she's going to go fill in. So if you're new to this game, I think that's not a bad way to attack it. Also, her granddaughters is in college, and for her thesis or whatever. Anyways, that's her painting above the granddaughter. And I would love to see the whole thing, Lori. Okay, Lisa says, home stretch, baby. Home stretch. I was just going to take my Sue Spargo stuff in both my neutral and my pink, my pastels, home stretch. Okay, then there's Kelly. Oh, this was the Kelly Klein that Kelly told us about. This is the imagery that I was talking about a few minutes ago in part one. And Kelly Klein takes these vintage linens and makes pin cushions out of them, and she sells them. So there's one bundle on her website or on Etsy. I'm not sure. Just Google her. Look at those. Those are adorable. Absolutely adorable. I love that kitty cat one in the middle row, and I think that I may have that embroidered on something else, to tell you the truth. Okay, then Gloria used curtain fabric samples, like you know how you get at wherever, an upholstery store, and she is hooked. I love how this is taking it to a whole nother level, whole nother level. This is not her, this is her first, it is not her last. I think that this is something everybody should kind of make a mental snapshot of because it is fabulous. And then we have Susan. Okay, she's done. And it looks as if it's one mounted on top of another, which is a glorious way to finish this off. And I believe Jean Wells did a show on that with us a million years ago, where you make one quilt, which would be all of the embroidery, and mount it on the other. Okay, and then here's Charlene's BOM. Come on, you can do it, girl, in her own fabrics. This is fun to see these coming in. Make sure you post these on the website, okay? If you want me to see it specifically, email me at alexandrsn@gmail. Oh, and then Judy just finished her birdhouse quilt. Super cute. Sunflowers. We like it, okay? And then, then one of you sent me and said you need to get this book, and it's kind of a cross between what we're doing and then getting into crazy quilts. But I went online and it was I found a used one for a good price, and I think that there are some really good stitches here that will transcend into what we're doing. Fortunately, I won't have it before we take off. Okay, and then here's Dee's thing, the outhouse mini quilt. Oh my gosh, I don't know where she finds this stuff. That's this Saturday. Okay, and then again, here are Alicia's books, and I know we do have a couple in the store. So, okay, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter. Make sure you are a part of TQS. We will be imparting a lot of information for you while we're gone, as we do anyways, So thanks, Peg. Thanks, everybody.